I want to give you a simple framework and question to help you figure out how to build a company logo and slogan that'll resonate with your prospects and your customers. I owned a marketing agency for 7 years. I've worked with hundreds of companies designing their logos and slogans over the years. I'm currently a marketing consultant. I work with a variety of companies to help them redo their logos, to rebuild them, or to create them if they don't yet have them. I work with them to develop their company name and their slogan. So I have hundreds of projects that I've worked on that gives me this insight. And this is just the simple way for me to communicate that to you so that when you're doing it for yourself, you know what to look for and how to do it in a way that helps you resonate with your future customer. Unless you have millions and millions of dollars to build a brand where people inherently know the name of your company, who you serve, what you offer, I want to give you just a simple piece of advice when it comes to designing your logo and your slogan. There's one simple question that you can ask to figure out if your company name and slogan did the job, if they were successfully done. If you've already come up with a company name, this framework will still help you because you can use the slogan to fill the gap that perhaps your company name fails to do. I want you to think about your company name. There's two types of company names. One that is descriptive of what your company offers, and one that is more of a fun and creative name. I used to have a company called Noodlehead Studios. Noodlehead was the creative side. Now, studios can mean a lot of different things. You might think a video production studio. You might think a movie studio. So it could go in a lot of different directions, but it's at least a little bit more descriptive than the word Noodlehead. We ended up changing the name from Noodlehead Studios to Noodlehead Marketing to get more specific. Now, when you heard the name Noodlehead Marketing, you know what we did. We did marketing. That's the key idea that I want to instill with you, is that one of your elements, either your company name or your slogan, needs to define what it is you do, and ideally who you do it for. Between the slogan and the name, you answer that question. What does your company do and who do they do it for? If your company name doesn't do that, then your slogan needs to fill in the gap. If your slogan does it, then your company name can be more creative. Between the two, you need to have a way to tell people what you do and who you do it for. Otherwise, you're not going to be in business for very long. So the biggest mistake that I see companies make is that they create a generic company name with a generic slogan. And it might mean something to them, but they're missing the fact that it's not descriptive to the person who sees it for the very first time and sees nothing else. If they see the company name and it's essentially company and the slogan is "we help people," that tells them absolutely nothing. So you need to be descriptive about what type of help you offer and ideally who you're helping. That's the key advice. Descriptive and fun, merge them together. If the slogan is descriptive, then the name can be creative. If the name is descriptive, like Atlanta Marketing Company, then the slogan can be fun, like "we bring the magic to your customers," or something that doesn't really say anything, but it's fun, or maybe it communicates your vision or your values. And then the name lets the customer know what you do. My company, Noodlehead Marketing, our slogan was excellence in design, accountability, and marketing. Noodlehead Marketing, excellence in design. So we communicated our value, communicated what we did. So in that case, design, and then accountability and marketing. So we were marketing. And in that case, the accountability was a differentiator. So accountability and excellence were the ways that we were differentiating. So that's another layer if you want to get more sophisticated with your slogan. What you do, who you do it for, what differentiates you, and the values you hold. If you can accomplish all of those, you've got a solid company brand. Look at your company logo and slogan and see if it's missing those descriptive piece or the creative piece. And if it is, go tweak likely the slogan, because you're probably not going to change your company name unless you've already been thinking about it, because changing a company name is a big deal if you've been in business for a while. So in that case, I generally recommend just tweaking or redoing the slogan and creating a better pairing so that when people see your company logo over and over and over, they know what you do and who you do it for.